And then my mind started kind of playing tricks on me, and I was like, I don't know this song as much as I thought I knew this song, right? And I was like, fuck, turning it up. And then I was like, oh, fuck. I was like, oh, shit. If I don't know this song like I thought I knew it, then what do I know? And then everything started really getting weird. Top of the morning to ya. It's Demise the Weasel. Good morning, y'all. It's Demise here. Alright? Demise Music and Entertainment. Excited. Just got the practice place where I could play drums 24/7 and create music. So, what I want to talk about in this video is my magic mushroom experience. And I want to give a shout out to Julian from We Take Action. Go subscribe to him if you want to become more self-aware, more conscious. If not, then go subscribe to some other fucking ass wipes. But if you want to really expand your knowledge and you want to become another step higher level in the consciousness of the universe, then go check out We Take Action or subscribe to Demise Music and Entertainment, okay? We're here to find truths, man. We're here to help others out. You know what I mean? So basically, the magic mushroom experience, I didn't go into too much detail about how I truly was feeling at the time when I was high on mushrooms. I was talking about the after effects, but I was still super loaded when I was making that video, holding the camera up, walking around the park. But in this video, I'm going to explain exactly the parts leading up to why I took the psilocybin mushrooms. So, y'all know already, marijuana, psilocybin mushrooms, all this stuff is pretty much natural. It's a part of the earth, and a lot of Terrence McKenna, Bill Hicks, Joe Rogan, his whole camp of people, they have all experienced magic mushrooms. And before, I've smoked weed a lot, and I've drank alcohol, booze a lot. Never really messed with cocaine. I tried it twice. Never did heroin. Never crystal meth. I used to sell crystal meth, but I never tried it. But I don't know, for some reason it seemed like mushrooms were calling me in a way. Like, I was just like, wow, I really I want to research this substance, psilocybin, which is in the magic mushrooms. And I was like, thought about it before when I was younger, and I was always too petrified. And this time I was like, I believe the mushrooms, there's something about them that is calling me towards it. Did research, searched online, looked up all the videos of how people felt, and I was like, it's either LSD or mushrooms, and those two psychedelics, I felt like I'd rather go towards magic mushrooms. They've been used for centuries. It's all around the world, you know what I mean? It's a fungus. It grows on cow turds, grows on soggy, wet logs, it grows in grasses and stuff like that. So I was like, let's do it. And I heard that magic mushrooms makes you sleepy sometimes, makes you feel sick to your stomach, because you're eating the fungus. It can make you feel drowsy, heavy, out of your body. So I was like, you know what? There's so much I could learn already psychologically, in philosophy and books, and expand my consciousness that way, which is completely fine. Meditation, all that stuff. But to take it to that next level, I was like, I need to try this. You know what I mean? My girlfriend, I told her about it. I told my mom about it. I was very open about it. And I believe that's why I was so comfortable with doing it, because I was being open and honest with everybody, saying, this is going to be a drug, but the intent that I want to take this quote-unquote drug, which is, it's a natural thing that grows on Mother Earth, was, the intent was to further the consciousness evolution and see if I could tap into other things, learn more about myself, which is learning more about the universe as a whole. And next thing you know, asking around, I finally get the magic mushrooms, and I'm like, oh shit. I want to wake up at 4 in the morning. I want to ingest these mushrooms and watch the sunrise at a beautiful park up on the hill that overlooks the city, and there's mountains over here, city over there, and beauty. For a while, I couldn't find anybody that wanted to trip sit me, and because I didn't want to do it by myself, just in case I go crazy. And finally, the night came. My cousin that I'm in the band with was like, "I'll watch you." All right, cool. 4:30, I wake up. He doesn't wake up, and he sends me a text. "I don't feel too good." I was like, "Fuck. Looks like I'm doing this by myself." Go to the park with the magic mushrooms. It's about 2.1 grams, 2.2 grams, which is just under an eighth. An eighth is 3.5 grams. And, because I gave some out to one of my brothers to try out, and he said they're good. So I had about 2.1, 2.2 grams. I go to the park, and it's 4:45, sitting there playing my music, my playlist. And next thing you know, I'm just bite the cap, and I'm like, "Hey, this cap's not too bad." Bite the stem. I'm like, "Okay, that is fucking gross." And I look inside, look inside in the daytime when the sun started coming up, and I was like, "Looks like fucking, like my cousin said, cobwebs inside." It's just, and I was like, wow. After a while, I couldn't really feel anything. The only thing I really did notice is that I started feeling nauseous and feeling kind of drunk. And I was like, "Oh, fuck, man," walking kind of funny, feeling very heavy. My stomach was hurting, and I was just like, "Man, these people are right, man." You kind of feel shitty, and I was like, "Man." And then next thing you know, the sun is risen, and I was like, well, I wanted to watch the sun rise as I was peaking on these mushrooms, but it's my first time. I was running a little late to my appointment, my mushroom and sun appointment. And I was like, wow. So I just turned on the video camera, and I'm like, so I took 2 caps, I took 2 stems. Yeah, I don't know. All right, so I take another cap and stem out, and I'm eating it on camera. And then next thing you know, I'm listening to a song by Tool called Third Eye. And if you haven't heard that song, it's a 15-minute song. Bill Hicks, my favorite comedian, is sampled in it. And it's just, I was like, oh, fuck yeah, this song. And I'm listening to it. And there's this one part at 6 minutes and 40 seconds where it's like, down, 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 stuck in my head. And I was listening, and I was like, stuck in my head. I never noticed that part in this fucking song. So I kept hitting rewind on YouTube. It goes back 15 seconds, and I'm just like, stuck in my head. And I was like, I know this song, though. I've been listening to I was like 16. I've been listening to this song. And then my mind started kind of playing tricks on me, and I was like, I don't know this song as much as I thought I knew this song, right? And I was like, fuck, turning it up. And then I was like, oh, fuck. I was like, oh, shit. If I don't know this song like I thought I knew it, then what do I know? And then everything started really getting weird. And I started fucking feeling weird, and my mind was tripping out. And I was like, oh, fuck. Here we go. I'm, just slowly getting, my consciousness and my awareness is getting fucking starting to get wider. And I was like, oh my God. And then the song continued to play, and I was sitting down in the chair, and I was trying to gather my thoughts, but at the same time trying not to, because I'm like, just let it be. Let the mushrooms take over. And I just I'm listening to music, and thoughts of my son come in. Thoughts of my girlfriend. My son. My girlfriend. My mother. My stepfather. My other family members. Next thing you know, my grandmother of all that. My father, who I have not talked to in a long time. And as that comes over my mind, and everything as a whole, my life, my Demise Music and Entertainment channel, my drums, it all happened so fast, and the frustration, confusion, and the not knowing what is happening, so it's just coming down on me so hard. And the mushrooms are like, hey, this is everything that you are dealing with on an everyday basis. You need to sort this out and simplify it. And I just start fucking bawling my eyes out. And as I'm bawling my eyes out, I was like, oh my God. This is after I saw trees going like whoop, 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 and trees kind of, everything kind of looking kind of weird. And I'm crying for 20 minutes, man, and I'm just holding my, and then I'm noticing, I'm like, wait. I turned towards the sun because my chair was facing over the other way, and I turned my chair towards the sun, and I'm looking at the sun, I'm crying, I'm holding my face is red, and next thing you know, I just lay down on the grass on my stomach because I felt like shit, I was crying, I felt sick, and I was like, thinking about everything. I was so frustrated, confused, I regretted taking the mushrooms. The mushrooms were kind of like, I felt like I had sinned in a way, not sinned in a religious way, but like, how I would, like, if I smoked cigarettes again, which I quit over 2.5, 3 years ago. I kind of felt like that all over. Like, I just fucking ate the forbidden fruit, man. Like, I fucked up. My whole reality has changed forever. I am a piece of shit. I am just like everybody else that takes these and that has nothing going on in their life, and this is what it came down to type of shit. And I was still laying down, and I was like, fuck, man. And I realized, I was like, the mushrooms, it's Mother Mushroom, she is showing me, or they are showing me what, everything, all sadness. And I was like, I am so glad to be feeling this right now, to be feeling anything at all, whether it's sadness or happiness or sorrow or anger. And I just sat up, I looked at the sun, and I was laying on my grass, and everybody was probably staring at me like a weirdo. And what I noticed was, I was at eye level with the grass. There was spider webs all over the fucking grass, dog. All over. Connected, not in a scary way, but just strung out all throughout the grass. And as the sun was gleaming down on these spider webs, glistening, the waves of the wind was making the grass and the spider webs go like this. And what's crazy was it was really there. It wasn't an illusion. It was really truly there, because I looked at the video I recorded later. As I was crying, I was like, I don't know if you guys can see the complexity of the spider wave fields, and it was just fucking magical, man. I was like, I never would have noticed this if I wasn't on this magic mushroom, you know what I mean? Like, I was just like, fuck, laying there, and I was just like, whoa, dude. And then at that moment, I got up, and I was like, cried again, and then I got up, I was like, alright, walked over, and this whole album came on called Man of No Ego, and I just let it play. And as I was walking, all fucking heavy, and just, I felt the sun's rays on me, and I was like, yes, yes, yes. Walked up the stairs to this one area where you can overlook the whole city of San Jose and Southside and Milpitas and Fremont. And I was like, this older Asian gentleman was doing Tai Chi over the city, and the music's playing, and it just fit so perfectly. And I was like, yes, I made it through the abyss of confusion and sorrow and anger and regret, and now I am in the beautiful serenity. And I was like, is that it, mushrooms? Is that it? Fuck, man. You know, it was a journey through the dark side and the sadness, and through that I made it into the brave, courageous side of love, consciousness, man. Understanding that consciousness is not an individual thing, it's a whole thing, and we all experience it through our own minds, but consciousness is always there, in before birth and after death. It's its own thing, and we're just a part of it. So like, consciousness is playing its part through us, and we're not consciousness. Consciousness is itself, and all this other shit. In a weird way, I had to find that out later, but I was just walking around, and I was like, I wish everybody felt like this. I was so fucking just happy and like, woo! You know, after crying my fucking eyes out, I purged it all out, which was great, you know. But in the time, I was like, you fucking, oh my God, why did you fucking do that, dude? Why did you take the mushrooms, man? This is just, I don't know how to explain it. But it ended up being super beautiful and super profound. But at the same time, I was like, take everything and also what it showed me as well was like, do not fucking focus on the future too much. Don't hold on to your past. Think about everyone in your life right now, okay? And in what way you can benefit them and serve them, because that's all we really have right now, is to serve people, to be happy with their closest family and friends, you know what I mean? And just always be a bright person, always shed light, always be conscious and self-aware, and in that you can be you can shed some enlightenment on them. Take this journey for them, show them what they might be missing, and they'll give you what you might be missing, you know what I mean? Show some love, some empathy, some compassion, some enlightenment, man. Just share knowledge, just give them the time of day, you know what I mean? Give them the time of day. And when it comes to like stress about career, passion, music, my main thing, it's like, don't worry, don't fucking worry, it's there. The only one that's holding you back is yourself. It's all there for you. All you have to do is make the decision to do it every day, even if you don't want to do it. Just like the mushrooms, it said, you're here at the park right now, what you wanted to do, watching the sunrise. Don't mind anybody else that's here right now. They're all walking along the cement path. You're in the middle of the grass. You're on a psychedelic substance, and this is where you belong, right here, right now, in this very moment, realizing that you're right here, right now, and it's the most beautiful thing. And enjoy it. Bathe in the sunlight, feel it rain down on you. Just know that you and everybody else here at this point in time is pretty much where they need to be right now, because it's all decisions. That is it. And I realized, I was like, is that it, mushrooms? Is all that shit, that I visually saw and felt sick, and saw the trees fucking going like this, because there were 2 trees that were like that, and I'd look at one and it'd be kind of wink, and the spider webs, and I was in the bathroom taking a shit, and I saw a black widow and another younger black widow, I guess, and their legs were communicating, and I was like, I blew on them, and they were like, oh shit. And I was like, wow, man. And laying down, and I was looking up, and gnats were just fucking flying and making a circle above me. And I was like, wow, man, trying to reach for them and realizing, oh, I shouldn't do that, because no one else can see these gnats flying in a tornado circle above me, and I'll just look like a weirdo going like that. But it just really was a beautiful thing. And I would suggest, I told my girlfriend, I would recommend, if you're brave enough to do it, if there's 100 people in a room and you say, hey, out of your 100 people, are you interested in expanding your consciousness? Maybe 50 say, yes, I am. I want to, get in touch with reality more, and in touch with my mind and other people's mind. Because when you get in touch with yours, you get in touch with everybody else's. And so out of those 50, they'll say, okay, well, would you like to try these magic mushrooms under a controlled environment out in nature? And I'd, probably 15 would be down for that. And then it's like, okay, so out of those 15 that are left of the 100, here you go. And then there'd probably only be like 5 or 6 that are really like, all right, we're going to do it. And the rest of them will be like, oh man, I can't do it. They'll try the mushrooms, and they'll probably, most likely, 110% purge out all their fears in the beginning when they're peaking, and then they'll come to realize, like, wow, man, learned a lot about themselves, because the mushroom is going to take you on a journey through your own psyche and make you think about things perhaps that you might not have wanted to think about, because you pushed it away in the dark corner in a file cabinet somewhere, and the mushroom's like, hey, no, let's go. Do you see that little corner in your brain? Let's go open that file cabinet. Let's pull that out. Let's see what's up. And it's just a beautiful thing, man. You got to be aware. So if you ever wanted to try magic mushrooms, it's illegal, but there's ways to go about that. Try it out, and you'll learn about, yourself, and you'll learn about, in learning about yourself, you learn more about everybody else, because, you know, we're all a part of the same thing. You know, this big old universe and consciousness and whatever it is, you know what I mean? I don't know shit. All I know is a couple things, you know. So, Demise Music and Entertainment here. It was a beautiful experience. At first it was sad when I hit it and my mind was slipping. My mind was slipping, man. I was like, I thought I knew this song. I know this song. If I know this song, then why don't I know that? But in reality, it's probably just like, oh, you didn't listen to it clear enough. But in the psychedelic reality, I was like, whoa, shit, I'm tripping now. If I don't know a part of that song that I thought I knew this song so long, oh shit, then what do I know? And that's when everything started. I was like, I don't even know what I'm doing. Why am I doing this? What? And I just have images of my family, and I was like, who are these people? And I hold attachments to them so much, and they're flashing before my eyes, and I'm like, and I just broke down. After breaking down and thinking and regret and being like, fuck, man, you ate these mushrooms, you messed up big time. It was pure beauty, pure bliss, friendliness beyond belief, saying hello to people because of all that fear, man. And when you get through the fear, you start to realize, like, there's nothing to be afraid of anymore. So, Demise Music Entertainment, thank you all so much. Eat fruit, take psilocybin mushrooms perhaps if you want, and stay conscious, man. Just realize that you're no different from anybody else. You know, even if that person does bad things, they're just on a different path and their brain works a little differently. So, Demise Music and Entertainment, peace.